Hello guys, this is the Coding Idiot, and this channel is intended for beginners and those who are planning to learn Python programming. Kamusta mga chong? Welcome back to my channel. This is the part 3 of the How to Use Strings in Python series or trilogy. Series nga. Whatever. Kung di ka pa subscribe sa channel ko, please do so and I would really appreciate it. So let's get started. You can replace a substring with another substring using the replace method. For example, let's say we want to replace the word coding with a different word. So the first argument will be the word we want to replace, and the second argument will be the one to take its place. And we just change the value of the y string. Let's have another example. Ito, solid tong isang to. O, diba? Libre lang naman mangarap eh. Imagination mo ang limit. Parang cream sticks lang. If you wanna know if a word is a substring of another string, you can use the find method. For example, let's say gusto mong malaman kung kasama ka sa options ng crush mo. So it returns the index of the first letter of the substring you're trying to find. Take note that Python is case sensitive, so iba yung uppercase sa lowercase letter. In addition to that, if it doesn't find the word from that string, it will return a -1 instead. Let's try that. Okay. For what it's worth, if there's a duplicate substring, the first instance will be returned. So, mas nauna lang siguro sa yung manligaw yung boyfriend ng crush mo, kaya siya yung pinili. We can also use methods for testing strings. All of these methods return Boolean value. Here are some examples. So starts with method tests if the argument matches the first character of the string. So pretty self-explanatory. So the second one also does what the name suggests. you'll notice that all of these methods return false value. Let me show you a quick demo about how these work. Let's make this title case. So it became true. Let's try this. Okay. Let's try the next one. So this will return true as long as the value contains alphabet only or simply letters. Here. And lastly, this will return true if the string is a series of numbers. There you go. So the next set of methods modify the case of the string. Let's just change the value to letters. If we want to change the string value to uppercase, we simply need to use this. If you want to change it back to lowercase, then do this. Or change it to title case. If you want to change the case to the opposite of the current case, then use this. Same result din siya kung lowercase yung value before. Let's say you want to remove the leading and trailing spaces of the string you have. You can use the strip method. As you can see, there is a space before and after the string. But when we use the strip method, it removed the spaces. We also have the what we call string formatting. It's very useful when printing information or intro sa mga text-to-speech programs. Another example is when you're playing a game, whether it's a text-based game or RPG. Diba, you name your character or avatar, and before you can play the actual game, meron mo ng introduction like,
"Welcome, the coding idiot. We need your help in slaying some demons in the barren lands of Separators."
Di bagay. Anong gagawin ko doon? Mag-program? Anyway, format string uses curly braces as placeholder that will be replaced with the actual values when the final string is created. So, ito yung syntax niya. The curly braces will be the entry point of the value that you want to supply once you call the format method along with the value. For instance, we use the coding idiot as the value or the argument for this method. You will see that the curly braces were replaced by the actual value. Aside from a literal, you can also use a variable as an argument. And we have the same result. It doesn't matter what you use because it depends on what your program needs. You can have any number of placeholders that must be populated. Kunwari multiplayer, kaya nagaya ka ng tropa mo para maglaro, so pwede mo siya isama sa intro. We just need to add another curly braces and another variable as an argument. You can see that the player 2 was added in the string, so dalawa na kaming cancer. By default, the values are bound to placeholders based on the order that they are provided. So kung bida-bida yung tropang nayaya mo at gusto niya siya una ma-mention sa intro, you can do this. It will follow the concept of indexing, so 0 lagi tayo magsisimula. Let's take a last look at the current string. So, nauna na yung bida-bida ngayon after we run the program. Kung nalilito ka naman sa number at mas gusto mong words yung indicator, you can use this alternative. Let me slide it a bit so you can see the rest of the line. Slide ulit natin para makita nyo yung buong output, okay? So you don't have to worry about which is which sa index position since the order no longer matters here kasi associated na yung values sa keywords. Depending on the situation, you can indicate the alignment and width within the format string. Let's say you want the string to be aligned to the left, right, or even centered. Then you can do this. Let's put the string that we want to format. So the syntax for this will be a colon, a less than sign for the direction, and the number of spaces or gaps. Teka, mag-add tayo ng vertical bar or line para lang makita nyo though hindi siya part ng syntax, okay? There you go. So the 25 here is the number of spaces. Let's try aligning it to the right. Okay. Or centered. Another important formatting option that might be useful in your program is to format the string with separators. For example, let's say we want to format this number using comma as 1000 separator. It also works in float type. These are just few of the numerous options available to control the layout of a string using the format method. So kailangan mo lang talagang magbasa ng mga Python documentation. So that completes the tutorial about how to use strings in Python. If this video helps you, please click the like button. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.